All right, so we're on to our grammar video. So you have your book, your grammar notebook. So I have that sitting over here under our camera. But first, what we're going to do is watch a slideshow about nouns. So let's go to our very first slide. So a noun is a person, place, or thing. So you can whisper to someone near you and tell them what a noun is. It's right here. A noun is a person, place, or thing. These words are nouns because they are people. So people, place, or things. So these are people. We have Jennifer with a capital letter because that's a proper noun. It's her name. We have boy, student, teacher, waitress, grandma. So grandma is a name we call the lady who is the parents to your mom or your dad. Okay, and it says, can you think of any more to add to the list? These words are nouns because they are places. So we did people, now we're on places. Florida, that's the name of a state, so we capitalize it. Store, McDonald's, so a specific place. School, park, bedroom. These are all places. Can you think of some more places you could add to the list? So we've done people, places. If you guessed things, you're right. These words are nouns because they are things. Ball, cat, cereal, pencil, computer, and shirt. Can you think of some more nouns that are things that you could add to the list? There's so many nouns. Every sentence must have at least one noun. You have to have at least one noun in your sentence for it to actually be a sentence. So it says discuss with your partner, so maybe you could talk to someone who's at home. Can a sentence have more than one noun? What do you think? Can a sentence have more than one noun? Or is it just once you have a noun, you're done? Well, up here it kind of gives us an answer. At least one, but it doesn't say only one. You have to have at least one. You can have more than one. All right. That was a very short slide show. All right, let's go to our book. And we are going to start in grammar. Remember that was the very first one? All right. So you're going to need your little envelope that we gave you. Sorry for having to do that under the camera. Your little notebook that we gave you, or your little folder with a little snap. Let me grab mine so you can see. So your little snap folder. We're going to do this at the end. You're going to grab out your packet that shows now, and you're going to tear off the first page. All right, and so now what you're going to do is I'm going to pause it right now myself, and we're going to get scissors and a glue stick. All right, and I will be right back to do it with you. All right, I'm all ready to go. I hope you are as well. All right, so we have our scissors and we have a glue stick, and we're going to go ahead and cut around the biggest part. So let's go ahead and cut around the outside. And one last cut. We're going to do right here. Okay. Don't glue it down just yet. We have one more step that we're going to do. We're going to make little windows or a little door. So we're going to cut these black lines in the middle, just to the top, and stop, not all the way through. Right in the middle. And stop right there so that you can open these little flaps right here. I like to call them a little window. So what we're going to do now, we're going to turn our grammar notebook sideways. So you can see what it looks like. It's sideways. I had it here. Now I'm going to turn it sideways and go to this first page. And it's on the back of my cover. So the only part I'm going to glue when I turn this over is this top band that is not cut. So let me show you before you do yours. Let me do mine and you can watch. So remember, we don't need to go really high because that's just going to waste our glue and break off. So just a little turn. We don't need to put a ton of glue, just a little bit of glue on here. Okay. When you're done, screw it back down a little bit so that when you put your lid on, it doesn't get stuck in the top. Okay. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it up here. Push down a noun is, and then look, I can open up my flaps. But my paper is staying in my book. It doesn't fall out. All right. So I'm going to have you pause right here. Push pause and get yours cut out around. Cut the slots between and then glue across just that top. And then when you're done with that, you can unpause the video and get a pencil. We're going to be writing some examples underneath. All right. So when we think about a person, we're going to lift this up and kind of fold it over. Thinking about a person. Well, you're a person, so you could write your name at the top. So I'm going to write my name, Mrs. M. Just do it that way because it's faster. Mrs. M. Think about your pets. Those could all be nouns. So I have turtles and dogs. I used to have a cat, but they passed away. And chickens. Those are my pets. Those are animals. Those are things. How about what I'm using right now? Could I write that down here? Oh, that would be a thing, wouldn't it? We'd have to wait till we get to a thing. How about your mom? That's a person. How about your dad? That's a person. How about your grandma? That's a person. How about a friend? That's a person. So let's look at our list really quick. Do you think turtles, dogs, and chickens go in people? Or do you think that Mrs. Martinez should move that to something else? I think I probably should move these three things over to things. I think that I just love them so much that I feel like they're as important as people. But people, we are considering humans. A teacher, a coach, What else can you think of in this list? Okay, when you're done with that, let's fold person down and place. So Mrs. Martinez, remember, we're talking about a place. All right, so a place. Place I wish we were all together at was a school. But you know what? This is school for us right now. And so we're just going to make the best of it and just excited to come back when we can. All right, school is a place. The playground is a place. What about the place that has your bed? That's a place. That's your bedroom. What about a place that has fun activities that you can go and do, like Wahoos or Roaring Springs? Another place could be Caldwell. That's a place. Nampa. That's a place. Middleton. That's a place. Idaho is a place. How about if I wanted to just go outside and play in the backyard? That's a place. So you don't have to copy my exact list. You could write up your own list. But those are just to help you if you need a little help with some ideas on a place. So go ahead and pause it if you need to finish getting in all of the things in that go into place. And then when you're finished, we're going to go to thing. Now remember, what did Mrs. Martinez do? She needs to move. She needs to move these animals over here to things. Okay. I'm going to start off with my things that I listed under people. Just because I love them, and I thought, oh, they're people, but they're not. Dogs and chickens. All right, so what else are things? How about my pen or your pencil? Pen, pencil. How about a bike? Or a Chromebook? How about a Band-Aid? You need something, like if you get hurt, you might need a Band-Aid. How about if you're thinking about you have a scooter or a bike? You have a bike up there, a scooter. Other things, you might have some Hatchimals. Hatchimals are things. Or Transformers. Or books. You write down your favorite things. So go ahead and pause it if you need to get your list. You can use anything off of my list, or you can make your own list of things. And when you're finished, we have a whole list. So now I've got that transferred over there. I've got people, places, and things. These are all of our nouns. All right, guys, so we did our very first interactive notebook. We'll make sure that that was glued into grammar. We're not going to use reading just yet. Just going to do the grammar one. So when you're finished with that, you can put that away, and I'll meet you in our math class, or excuse me, Mrs. Martinez is getting excited about math. I'm going to meet you in one more reading class. We're going to do spelling, and I'm going to introduce Spelling City to you. So I'll meet you back in Edmodo. We're going to go back to our folders, and we're going to, oopsie, Got to go back to my classes, go to reading, go to my folders, and we're going to be doing spelling. And this week we're on spelling list number 1. So you'll find your video in there. All right, I'll see you in spelling.